Hello, this is Tim Trunzolito from the Rally Agency, bringing you a short video on some new partners to expect in 2024 involved with the ATG network benefits, specifically related to the medical plan and also your FSA, who those partners are, what they provide, and what to expect headed into the new year. For 2024, ATG is introducing a few new partners, a few new names. The first one being Delphi, which is a concierge medical service, and I'll explain. EBPA is your new FSA provider, moving from HRC to EBPA. And lastly, tied to your new medical plan with BBA is Magellan, who's going to be your PBM, or Prescription Benefit Manager. Starting on January 1st of 2024, you're going to have access to Delphi. And Delphi is a healthcare advocacy service. And what does that exactly mean? When you're utilizing your medical plan and navigating the healthcare system, as you may have experienced prior, it can be overwhelming, confusing. Anytime you need assistance in any of those steps when trying to access care, you can contact Delphi and they can help you with your situation. During open enrollment, we're always emphasizing utilizing your low-cost providers. So let's say you need an MRI or maybe a surgery. Utilize your low-cost providers. Okay, well, how do I do that? That's the exact perfect time to contact Delphi, explain your situation, and they can help you walk through the entire process. So procedure price comparisons, I need this procedure done. What are my low-cost options? Are those low-cost options high-quality options? They can also compare the quality of care depending on the location. They can help you find specialists. If you have an issue going on, but you haven't even seen anyone yet, you don't know where to start, contact Delphi. They can figure out exactly who you need to see and who might be the best person to see. If you identify that person, they can take it to the next step and actually help you make an appointment with that specialist. If you've already made your appointment for an ultrasound at the hospital, and you say, you know what, I remember Tim telling me about low-cost providers. I'm going to call Delphi, tell Delphi, hey, I have this appointment coming up for an ultrasound at Mass General. Is there a lower cost option for me? They can help you figure that out, determine if there is a lower cost option, and if there is, they can help you move that appointment from Mass General to the low-cost provider. If at any time you have questions about your health plan, how it works, at any point where you're in a state of indecision or possible confusion, that's the exact time you want to reach out to Delphi and they can help you walk through your situation. If you're a member of the ATG medical plan, they're already going to have all the information about your plan up front. You get in contact with them, say you're on the ATG medical plan, and they're going to know the A to Z of your exact plan. However, if you're an ATG employee and you're not on the ATG medical plan, that's okay. You can still use Delphi, yourself, your spouse, and you can provide them with information about your health insurance, and then they can get to the next steps of helping you navigate your specific plan. So whether you're on the ATG plan or on a different plan, either through your spouse or some other means, you have access to the same service, the same advocacy. They can help with steerage, appointment making, all that awesome stuff. They're going to be a great resource. You just have to remember to engage with them as you start the process of navigating your health care plan. When it comes to the FSA or flexible spending account, there's going to be a transition in the administrator for that plan from 2023 to 2024. And we're trying to get ahead of any possible questions that come with that transition. So right now you have HRC Total Solutions as your FSA provider. Starting on January 1st of 24, that's going to be changing to EBPA, which is tied to BBA, your medical provider. So there's going to be some synergy there. And because of that, and also because of some of the hiccups with HRC, we're transitioning the FSA from HRC over to EBPA for next year. Your HRC Total Solutions FSA from 2023 is going to remain active through the runout period into 2024. Now, if you incur claims on December 30th, it's understood that there needs to be an opportunity for the billing to process, the claims to process, so you might not be in a position to pay that bill until into 2024, which is why there's a 3-month runout period. So these questions are addressing that period. So you'll have access to your HRC account through March of 2023. You can use the balance in that account for expenses that incurred in 2023. If you have a balance going into the end of March, we do have that rollover benefit. So if you have $610 or less in your HRC account going into March, that amount is going to roll into your EBPA account. So you won't lose it. It'll just transfer over to your new EBPA account. If you're in the FSA in 2023 and chose not to participate in 2024, then at the end of the runout period, any balance in your account is lost because you're not continuing in the FSA program. Now with your new FSA with EBPA, you'll get new cards for the plan year starting on January 1st and 24. So any new expenses and new bills starting 1/1 and later, you'll use your new EBPA account. So you're really only going to continue to touch that HRC account into next year if you're paying your old bills that happened back in 2023. Anything new is going to be through your EBPA account. And then once the rollover period expires in March, your balance from HRC is going to come over to EBPA automatically. You don't need to do anything. Another piece of this transition we wanted to address is the handling of your prescriptions tied to the medical plan. So if you're currently with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mass and are staying on the ATG plan, which is changing over to BBA or Blue Benefit Administrators, there's also going to be a change in who's handling the pharmacy benefit on the plan. So the new PBM or Pharmacy Benefit Manager starting in 2024 is going to be Magellan. And Magellan has its own app and its own portal, so you can either go to their website or you can download the app and register your account just like you have an account with Blue Cross Mass. You'll have your account with BBA. You can also have a separate account directly with Magellan. Your prescription benefit information will be in your BBA account, but having the Magellan account is more direct access to just handling your prescription benefits. Now, in order to get ahead of the transition, there's some things you can do before the end of the year. If you have a monthly prescription that you pick up at the pharmacy, try and get your last fill by the end of December instead of waiting till January 2nd because of the transition. We're trying to make it as seamless as possible, but if you do need all of a sudden to pick up a prescription on January 2nd, there could be a small transitional period at the beginning of the month where we're making this changeover, and we don't want to disrupt your medication. If you have mail order prescriptions currently, you want to contact Magellan before the end of the year. let them know that you have a mail order set up already and you want to transition your mail order over to your new plan with Magellan. If you have medications that require prior authorization or other types of prior approvals, same thing, you want to have that conversation sooner than later. You can really minimize disruption in your medications by being proactive as possible. So there's information through the app or the portal. There's also information in Employee Navigator specific to transitioning your mail order medications and anything to do with prior authorizations or prior approvals. So between Delphi, EBPA, and Magellan, you have some new names coming your way in 2024, but altogether a total enhancement in member experience and ease of access to managing your plan and also access to care and medications.